Hey everyone, it's been a while. Mike Rondo in the Shed of Solitude. It's been 10 days or so since I've done a video, maybe 8, 9, I don't know, something like that. But anyway, today's video we're going to do a little something different. I'm going to smoke this and give a review on this, but I'm going to talk about the book haul I got, because I've got a lot of them. I feel like talking about books. So what we're trying here is Sutliff Halloween 2022 Candy Apple. Now, I tried looking online for like tobacco reviews to see what the hell it is, because I can't remember. I ordered this like a month ago, and I can't even remember. I think I got it at tobaccopipes.com. I'm pretty sure. But let's open this up and see what we get here. But as I was looking to see if I could find something, some kind of a review or whatnot, I came across not much, and links that were used to purchase said thing came up the 404 error. But anyway, let's open this bag. Well, it smells like a Granny Smith. Yeah, I'll be darned. It smells like a Granny Smith apple. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Well, the bag note, or the tin note, whatever you want to call it, isn't bad. It's pretty damp, though. I'll say that. It sticks when you clump it together. So if you get this, I would say let it air out for about 15, 20 minutes or so, maybe even longer. But anyway, I couldn't find anything. Tobacco reviews, the only thing that came up was Sutliff State Fair, and the description sounds exactly like this, so I assume it's the same thing, just a different name. I could be completely wrong. You pros will know, and I'm sure you'll let me know about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to upset a lot of people in a minute, so that'll be fun on how I'm going to light my pipe, because my Dism, is it Dism? Well, that lighter that I normally use, it's not working yet again. So again, I can't recommend that lighter, although I really love the lighter. I don't recommend it for pipe smoking. Well, if you do, I mean, it's great when it works, but when it doesn't, it sucks. It's a bummer. And for the price, it ain't worth it. It's almost 40 bucks. If they dropped it down to 12 bucks, yeah, I'd buy a bunch of them, actually. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use the Stanwell Devil Pipe, because it's Halloween. And so now I'm going to make everyone scream and yell, because I'm going to use my cigar lighter here. To get this started. So most of you are probably screaming, yelling, and whatnot. But don't worry, I'm going to be using the Zippo. I just wanted to get it started with a false light with that. It's easier. Now that lighter, this lighter, I've had for God knows how long, over a decade, and this thing works beautifully. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's see what we get. So this is Black Cavendish in Virginia, I believe, for what I read. Hold that thought. All right, so limited production, blah, blah, blah. Black Cavendish, delicious ribbon cut blend of Virginia Black Cavendish. Gently topped with juicy flavoring of crisp apple. And that was the smell I got when I opened the bag, which was really pleasant. Can't say I'm getting that now. But I kind of have some kind of a warm sweetness. Not apple, but something. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. There is a hint of apple, but not strong. But I can't tell if it's from the smoke or me getting that note. Anyway, let that chill for a little bit. So, I got a whole crap load of books. Some over there that I didn't bring over here, but we got a handful to go through real quick. I'll try to be as quick as possible. And this one I'm reading because, well, there's a movie coming out on Netflix the end of the month, and I saw the trailer and I kind of have to see it. It's a war movie, so naturally, I kind of have to watch it. It's kind of a guy thing, right? Like war movie comes out, we automatically, well, we got to watch it. But All Quiet on the Western Front, which I haven't read since probably, I want to say junior high, 8th grade, 9th grade, or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, this one I'm reading through this as quick as possible. I'll probably be done by the end of the week. I'll be done with this and I can move on to the other stuff that I want to get to. But at least I'll have read this and I can watch the movie. And pretty good book. I forgot how good it was. Anyway, well, we'll put him right there. And then this one, another one I'm reading alongside with it. Like, I'll read that one, then come back to this one. And this one's a really interesting one. Dying Every Day. It's basically an autobiography on Seneca. And it's pretty interesting because Seneca, the reason I like Seneca so much is because he's a contradiction. He's a kind of enigma. He's not exactly saintly, but he writes beautifully and he, all these things and stuff. But then you read other stuff and you're like, you don't know what to make of the guy, which is interesting. That's what makes him compelling. But is my camera fuzzy? I don't know why. Maybe I'm losing it. Anyway, and then the next one I bought, which is more Seneca stuff. We'll get through all this. How to Keep You Cool. This is on anger. Anger management. Not that I need it, but I just figured I'd read it just to have it. And then we got How to Die. All those are by the same author. I haven't dove into these yet, but we'll see. We'll see how they go. Put this over here. Then we'll do a couple of Ryan Holiday books. Not Holiday. I'm thinking of Ready Player One. Discipline is Destiny, which is his newest one, and Courage is Calling, which I read already. I don't know. I get mixed emotions sometimes when I read Ryan's books. I'll get into that another time. Overall, good though. Good stuff. And then let's get into the really good stuff. Let's see. Well, actually, let's do. Let me put this there. We'll get to that. I just don't want to drop all these books. So we'll do this one. The Daily Laws by Robert Greene. And I got the 48 Laws of Power. So I got these just to see what all the hoopla is about. Like everybody talks about and, there's controversy. There's not, I'm just seeing what the hell the hoopla is. They say this is the one where you could kind of start. At least from, I think, Mr. Green and Ryan Holiday, they kind of recommended starting here, then to go to 48s, because this is like a general idea of what he does. That's what they tell me. Then I got another one. I didn't bring it over here. It's the Dopamine Nation, which is interesting. More on that another day, I guess. So there's all of that. And let's see. We got the more interesting, well, one more academic kind of thing. The Federalist Papers, which I read multiple times back in the day. I figured I'd have it for the library. I haven't read all these books yet. I hope to someday, but I got a lot of books. There's 70, I think. Oh, I don't even know. I lost track. But in any case, here comes the good ones. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's get into Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, the original text. 1818 texts. So I wanted to get. I've never read Frankenstein, strangely, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read it. You know, it's spooky season. Why not? I'm gonna read this. So after I read All Quiet on the Western Front, I'm breaking into this one, just to see how different it is from what Hollywood has shown us over the years. Oh, actually, I got one more academic one. I think I might have another. I don't know. I lost track. The Art of War, because you know, it's just something you should have in your library. Let me put these down there. Put that one there because I'm running out of room. And one of my favorite stories. I wouldn't call it really horror, but I guess you could. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You got to have this in your library as well. I really like spooky, scary, haunting kind of movies. I mean, well, I do like those, but books. Let's get into this here. Let's get back to the pipe tobacco and get into that. I don't want you to think I forgot about it, although I was. All right, so I got a burst of apple, but there's a bit of a tiny bit of like a chemical taste. Not bad. And the smoke is very sweet. I wouldn't say it's apple or it's like a baked good something, but I can't put my nose on it. It's nothing apple. Maybe a bit tart. But it is pleasant. Like, I'm not getting much taste on the taste buds there. I'm getting mostly in the smoke, the good stuff. All right. And let's get into... Yeah, I think I didn't do that one, but all right. And of course, you have to have Dracula, you know, Bram Stoker. You got to have a Dracula, and I've never read this one either. I don't know why. I've never read this for whatever reason. Maybe because I felt like I saw the movie back in the 90s, which is an excellent movie. And I felt like, I don't need to read it now. I'll just watch the movie. And, of course, Edgar Allan Poe. Definitely need that in the library. This is the portable Edgar Allan Poe, so it's got all his stories. It should be pretty cool. I look forward to getting into that. Of course, I got a few other books coming. When they'll get here, I think tomorrow or soon after. But as you can tell, I kind of went with the old mystery horror kind of thing. And then the last one, this is a Penguin Classics deluxe version, and I gotta admit, I went for the cover on this, which you're not supposed to do, but I know the stories, and of course it's Sherlock Holmes, and I just thought that was a cool cover to have. Now I have a complete Sherlock Holmes over in the library, which got a little pipe on it, because naturally, I mean, the Shed of Solitude is for pipe smoking. You gotta have a Sherlock Holmes book with a pipe on it. You can't not say no to that. So I got this. This one I'll actually read. That one's tough to read. It's a hardback. It's got illustrations in it. It's great to look through and read a bit of it, but you can't actually... It's not an enjoyable reading experience with it. This is floppy. I love paperbacks more than anything else. It's actually got deckled edges, too. Just right there. So that's pretty cool. This will look great. And I have a book problem. I've run out of room, so I may have to get a shelf over here and redo things. You know, if you watch my earlier videos, I had that Sherlock book right here, but this shelf is kind of flimsy, so I might have to actually get shelves, an actual shelf, a bookshelf or something, to handle all of that. So let me get this stuff over here, because this is going to fly all over the place. So Anyway, that's kind of my book haul. That's what I got. Looking forward to reading. Maybe I'll do some, I've done in the past where I've talked about books and stuff. So maybe I'll do that again at some point. I'm really getting into my reading now that I'm getting old. Especially the classics. I never really read the classics back in the day. And the ones I did read, it was because of school or something, and I kind of didn't like it. I do have a book I'm really looking forward to coming in, and that's Shirley Jackson's Dark Tales. I absolutely love Shirley Jackson. I remember when I was a kid and we read The Lottery, I was just flabbergasted at that book and what it did. Well, that story, I should say. It was great. I loved it. So I look forward to diving into that. Now, I'll see there's a bit of an apple kind of taste to it. The smoke, you get apple notes. Like I just got a green apple kind of note, Granny Smith note. Then you had just a regular old apple kind of note. But then you get this like baked apple kind of taste in the air, in the smoke. That's where all the pleasure is coming from, is really the smoke notes. So that's good if you're on a park bench, going for a walk, you're at a haunted house or a haunted hayride or a haunted maze or whatever, walking around with your pipe. This is pretty good for that. But as far as tasting, it's just like a hint of the apple. I don't get the Cavendish or the Virginias, really. It's kind of like just tobacco, and it's got a little bit of a chemical note. But it's actually a pretty good experience. It's not bad. I wouldn't think apple would be a good pipe blend flavor, but all right, this is going to sound weird. Now I kind of savored that one in my mouth there, and a little bit of it got in my nose. I would say that was like I don't know if you guys remember this when we were kids. The Starburst apple. Or maybe I'm making that up in my head. Maybe I'm misremembering if it was Starburst. Maybe it was something else. But I swear there was a Starburst apple flavor, like a Granny Smith flavor. And that's kind of what that tasted like. Just a little, not a lot. Just, I don't know. I could be completely wrong here. Now I can't retrohale. I've tried. Every now and then I get lucky, but if I hold the smoke in, I can get those flavors. It kind of goes up in my nose, but it doesn't really work. But if you retrohale, you're gonna probably get that apple note more than I will. And I gotta say, for as moist as this is, it's burning pretty well. Sutliff does that though, if I remember right. It does that pretty well. I would say this is not bad. It's a shame if this is actually the same as the other blend, County Fair, whatever they call it. If it's the same blend and they just changed the name, that's a bit disappointing, but it's decent. It's a decent blend. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't think this was going to be anything too special. Wonder if you guys got any of this. But anyway, I will be doing I have, I think 2 more videos coming up, probably this week. And I don't know what else is coming down the pipeline, but I do have 2 pipe reviews coming. I got the Russ's Chocolate Sundae, the blend that I mixed it up. And what else do I got? I'm going to do a second time around with a few blends, I think, that I've had before, like Halloween stuff. Probably the end of this week and maybe starting next week. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for joining. If you can, pick up a blend, a bag of this for this blend. Not bad, better than I thought. It's a good fall, Halloween kind of blend. I'd say more fall. It's not really Halloween-like. I would say this is more, well, between now and like Thanksgiving kind of blend. Puts you in the mood for that stuff. But anyway, I'm out of here. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you guys soon.